Alright guys, we're going to kick off Algebra, Chapter 8, and we're going to begin off with just recapping what variables are. But a pronumeral is a letter or a symbol to represent an unknown value, and a variable, I guess, is another way of expressing what a pronumeral is. But in the context of, I guess, when we have an algebraic expression, these variables are used, I guess, to represent terms that we don't know what the quantity is. And I guess, if we have two unknown values added together, we could have something like x plus y is equal to, say, 5. And at this point in time, I'm just making it up. So x and y are two variables, two outcomes of two values that we don't know. But the thing is, when we talk about added, or let's say the product of two variables, so a and b, I'm hoping that you understand that product means multiplication. Okay. The other part is, let's say, when we're talking about division, so a quantity is divided by 5. So a quantity could be, say, represented by the letter T, divided by 5 is going to be over 5. So just a few things I guess I want to emphasize, hoping that you are familiar with certain terms that would represent certain operations. Okay, so what I would suggest and recommend in the back of your books is you would have a full page divided into 4 parts, and you would have the 4 symbols. And every time that you come up with a different term that means each of the operations, you can then add them to your vocabulary, like so, so you understand what is going on and what you need to do. Alrighty. So just wanting to go through a few examples with this very first part. It's fairly simple, just kind of, it's more based on comprehension than anything else. So if we were to write an expression for the number of ants in the nest, if 25 ants died, okay, so let's say A is for ants, but then 25 died, so obviously we're going to take away 25, and that is, I guess this is your total. That's the amount that we're dealing with. It's a very, very dark and very sad case, but then I'm very, very sure that you don't like ants, so it must be a good thing. So if we had, let's say, I'm just thinking what other examples that we can have here. Okay, so imagine your cutlery drawer contains A, number of knives, B, number of forks, and C, spoons. Okay, so A for knives, B for forks, and C for spoons. Okay, and you write an expression for the total number of knives and forks. So knives and forks is A plus B. Yep. And let's say the second question was the expression of the total number of items in the drawer. So I guess you're going to be adding all 3 items together. If you put 4 more forks in the drawer, write an expression for the number of forks. So, well, if we have B forks and then you add another 4, you're going to add 4 to it. Okay. And then lastly, write an expression for the number of knives in the drawer after 6 knives are removed. So we know that the total number of items is A plus B plus C, but we're going to be taking away 6 knives. So we're going to take away 6, okay, because that will then give us the quantity of the total number of items that we have in the drawer. So I guess with expressions, so if I were to just say the sum would be, add, subtract would be take away, twice. If we were talking about twice of something or triple, then we want to multiply. Difference could be take away. Total is going to be plus. And then what else could we do? I've already said divide, split. We could say halve. If you halve something, if you group solve, so if you want to put into groups, you're going to divide things. Okay, so I just want to really ask you guys to familiarize yourselves with terms and phrases, which will help you know how to put together your algebraic terms with your pronumerals. All right, we'll see you in the next video where we're going to start putting all of these things together.